All right, U.S. Combat Sports here with Ben Askren. Ben, close victory over Jay Hieron. You know, was there any doubts in your mind when they were reading the scorecards that maybe it wasn't for you?
No, I felt like I definitely won the fight. Oh, we're a video. I thought it was audio. Okay. I definitely felt like I won the fight, and all my corners felt like I won the fight. They felt like I won rounds 1, 2, and 4 for sure. They thought 3 probably. Obviously 5 I didn't win. No one can debate that. And so definitely I felt like I won. And, I thought he was acting like a fool when he was celebrating because I knew I won, but I still wasn't happy with my performance. And then when I finally did, it took me like a week to watch the fight just because I didn't have the internet and a bunch of other crap. So when I finally did watch the fight, I was like, what's he complaining about? I won for sure. And, if you watch the first round, I thought it was closer than it was in the fight. But when I was watching the tape, to me it seemed like he landed 2 good punches and I landed 10. I think people just came in with the preconceived notion that if it's on his feet, he wins. And I felt like the announcers were talking like that. I had one of my friends call me, who's a fighter, not a lay person. But a fighter called me and they said, well, if you watch the fight and you listen to Jimmy Smith announce on Bellator, you would have came up with 2 different ideas of what actually happened in the fight. So, no, never any doubt in my mind. And then even when I watched the film, less doubt. It was like 98%, then it was like 99.9%.
It was the closest fight, we've seen for you. Is there any reason that was close? Did he do anything different that you'd never really seen before, or keep you outside, or?
Yeah, obviously he stopped my takedowns better than anyone. I think I only got 3 or 4 takedowns in the fight, and other people I've gotten, maybe 10 or a dozen, lots of times. And so, yeah, he definitely stopped the takedowns. So he was a better wrestler than those other guys. Well, I think it was more he had better footwork than the other guys, and he was that much of a better wrestler. And then he was a better striker than anyone I fought too. So, the combination of those 2 things definitely made it a tougher fight. But I think I surprised him too with, hit him with a lot of hard right hands. And I don't think he saw that coming.
A little off topic, last couple weeks ago you were at Pro Elite, cornering Mark Ellis, and a lot of people thought Mark was going to come out and just dominate that tournament. What do you see wrong with Mark, and what can he do better to fix that?
Yeah, he was just, the guy just kind of stood there and wasn't aggressive, and I think, Mark struggled to take him down because that's the hardest when the guy won't engage to take him down. Then Mark just didn't get in there and mix it up enough. So, that's the thing I think he's got to work on, and you got to be okay with as a fighter is, maybe you're going to get hit a bunch of times going in to get the takedown, but you got to go get it still, and you got to win the fight. And, Duke talks about it all the time here is, we're Spartans, we're going to go on our shields, and it's a fight, and that's what you're there for. And, sometimes it's going to hurt, sometimes it's not going to feel good, but you got to get the job done.
Any thoughts on asking Mark to come out here and train a little bit with you guys?
We've talked about it before, and I just offered up. I know he was, hating life after he lost the fight, and he was really disappointed because he's been working really hard for the last year or so. And I told him if he needs anything, the door's always open. We lived together for 3.5 years, so it's almost like family. I said anytime you want to come, door's open. I'm sure Duke would be willing to try to help you out whatever he can. So door's still open if he wants to come.
Sounds good. Last question, back on your career. Douglas Lima wins, over the weekend. What are your thoughts on him and the meeting that you guys will have next year?
I only got to see the highlights. Unfortunately, I still don't have cable at my house. It gets set up tomorrow, though. Finally, I've been in my house for a month, and I still don't have cable at all. So I didn't get to catch it. I got to catch the highlights online. I was trying to YouTube the fight, but I couldn't find it anywhere. From what I heard, Ben Saunders was winning up until the point he got knocked out. It's pretty obvious that Douglas hits hard. I think he definitely hits harder than anyone I've fought before, and no one I've fought before has had a lot of KOs. I mean, lineman good to a certain extent, but not really like Douglas. So obviously got to be aware of that. He's supposed to be good jiu-jitsu, but I'm pretty comfortable there. So I think the one area he struggles is wrestling, and that'll be obviously my strength. So he'll have to either get his wrestling better, or else he's going to lose the fight.
Excellent. Thanks for taking some time, Ben.